right, let's get this started real quick and everything. I'm sorry, yesterday there was supposed to be a King Legacy video, me looking on the update, but busy. I did a reaction video, went straight doing groceries and everything. Came home, get everything ready to record. I just went to sleep. So we're gonna see. Hopefully today I'll record some King Legacy and drop it of the new update, the D.5 update that came out like what, 4 days ago, something like that, 3 days, 4 days. I don't know. I'll try to drop something. So let's just get it started. We are getting to SCP-1875 Antique Chess Computer SCP Animation. You already know, but yours truly, Dr. Bob, fire YouTuber. He's almost as 1 million subscriber. Guys, go check him out. I'd be happy to give him 1 more subscriber. So saying that, we'll drop it in the description. Let's get it started. There we go.
It is the mid-19th century, in a village not far from St. Petersburg, Russia, where a sideshow carnival has been set up. There are a number of tents displaying various attractions.
You guys like going to carnivals?
Fire
I've been to like once or twice.
Another, a large bear balances on top of a ball.
Except those. There was never bears in carnivals that I went to and everything. Never.
A detective from the St. Petersburg police force has been led here in the course of his investigation into the disappearance of local chess prodigy's twin daughters. He had heard a rumor that the girls may be here, and he could easily imagine a kidnapping victim forced to perform as part of this seedy traveling circus. After passing by a contortionist and a man throwing knives at a woman strapped to a board, he found what he had been looking for: a large tent with a hand-painted sign reading, "The Samurai. See the unbeatable chess automaton."
I want to say something. I don't think this is this a circus? I don't know. I don't think this is a circus. This is a carnival. I want to talk about, is this a circus where these kind of people, you know, house all these SCPs that's, you know, for show for fun to all the people and stuff? For example, the one clown that, you know, escaped and the SCP capture and everything, he could stretch his arm and everything. The other guy with his jaw, he could stretch all the way out his jaw and it's like a pocket dimension. Is it them people?
The detective had heard about these kinds of shows, and had even seen one himself. They would claim that their mechanical contraption could somehow play chess and beat even the best grandmasters without any human assistance. But the detective knew their secret. Inside
I'll play checkers.
Was a person, cleverly hidden in such a way that you'd have no idea from the outside. But there was always someone in there, pulling on strings or levers to manipulate the machinery as the crowd looked on amazed at the feats technology was capable of. And who better to hide inside one of these charlatan boxes than a small girl who had already shown an incredible aptitude for chess.
What they think?
2 girls were even better than 1. They could work together or take turns playing in shifts. The detective had the feeling in his gut that had yet to be wrong. The girls were in that machine. The detective enters the tent housing the automaton, but is stopped at the entrance and told that he has to pay if he wants to see. The smoky, lamplit tent is crowded with men all huddled around something in the center. A burst of cheers come from the throng, and again, the man demands payment for entry.
Damn, but a brawler guy just came out of the thing and be like, yo, you have to pay to get in here. God damn.
The detective in the chest, telling him he has to pay or get out. The detective asks if he's the owner of the machine, but the man says he's just the exhibitor. He again stresses that the man has to pay or he'll be forced to leave, again punctuating his point with a stern poke to the chest.
I'm guessing
as the man pokes the detective again, though, the detective grabs his hand and twists his arm behind his back. He asks again who the owner of the machine is, but the exhibitor, through gritted teeth, tells him he really doesn't know. He only communicates through letters and doesn't know the owner's real name.
How you big? Okay, let me, there's an ad. I just noticed the ad. There you go. You guys already know. I don't care what kind of ad it is. If I'm gonna pay at least a single penny, I'm not gonna show the ad volume. We're gonna skip it. But remember, guys, if you ever get one of my ads, watch the whole thing. Thank you for support. Now look at this guy, beg for nothing. How you that big and you get like, you know, like bah. Oh, I forgot to unmute. Come on, man. And you were poking him and everything?
He only communicates through letters and doesn't know the owner's real name.
That SpongeBob thing where you blow in the muscles?
The detective shoves the man aside and heads deeper into the tent. He enters the crowd of men, pushing them aside, and finally sees what everyone has been so amazed by. There in the middle of the room is a chessboard on top of a steel table connected to a small steam engine. Sitting next to the table is a stationary suit of samurai armor, and across from
I don't think there's gonna be 2 girls down there.
Appears to be deep in thought.
I don't think.
He is playing chess, and his game against the samurai does not look to be going well. The detective sees the man make his move, and then, almost instantaneously, a piece moves by itself across the board in response. The man buries his head in his hands. Checkmate. The crowd erupts in cheers as the detective makes his way to the table. The exhibitor is rushing towards him, trying to stop the detective as he inspects the samurai suit. The suit falls to the ground. It's empty. The exhibitor is pulling on the detective, pleading with him to leave. The detective knows—
if you don't use your muscles and everything, just throw him out there nonstop. But like, wow, my opinion, I don't think there's two good. I don't know. It's an SCP. I don't think there's two girls.
The girls are in here, though. If not in the suit of armor, then under the table itself. The detective grabs the chessboard and pulls. To his surprise, it comes off easily. And underneath is machinery.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A complicated series of tubes, magnets, and gears whir and hum with electric current. The detective can hardly comprehend what he's looking at until he spots it. There in the middle of the machinery.
There were— what? I was wrong! Oh, okay. These has to be the brains of the two little girls.
Are two glass jars, connected to the rest of the device by wires.
I was wrong.
There's a pink blob of organic material in each jar. Brain matter. And they are labeled with the missing girls' names. This is SCP-1875.
Okay, I was wrong.
The antique chess computer.
No, because I knew that one, like, physically down there, like, you know, moving and everything and all that. Like, I knew, okay, it's gonna be SCP. It's like gonna be, like, you know, weird parts, materials, like, floating in there and all that, moving and all that. But I was kind of wrong, kind of lie. It was— wow, okay. Alright.
SCP-1875 is a chess automaton from the Victorian period that is made up of four main components. The first of which, SCP-1875-1, is a steel table measuring 72 centimeters by 72 centimeters by 64 centimeters, with a standard 8x8 chessboard painted on top. Inside the steel box is a sophisticated piece of machinery that combines mechanical and biological elements. The movement of the pieces comes by way of magnets,
two brains
with the
down
moves
there.
themselves appearing to be decided by an analytical engine. Integrated into the analytical engine is brain tissue from the twin 14-year-old daughters of a Russian chess prodigy who went missing during the 19th century and were never found. The pieces, which have been designated SCP-1875-2, form a standard 32-piece chess set and are carved in an Oriental style. The pieces have magnetic bases, and the tops have been identified as being carved human bone. And
oh wow, even better. All the chess pieces are human bones. Okay.
Genetically matching the brain tissue in the machine.
Wow. Okay.
SCP-1875-3 is a small.
This whole thing is made out. Made out the two little girls. Okay.
With variable speeds that is connected to the machine via
makes it even better.
SCP-1875-4 is a suit of 18th century Gusoku-style samurai armor. The armor appears to have no actual connection to the machine, mechanical or otherwise.
Just there.
And it now seems as though the armor was merely a prop. Though multiple Foundation researchers have reported feeling a sense of unease and anxiety after making eye contact with the suit's mask. SCP-1875 continues to be fully operational and even has adjustable difficulty levels depending on which speed the steam engine is set to. To test the chess-playing abilities of the machine, a D-Class personnel was seated at the machine across from the samurai, and moves that were decided by chess software were broadcast into the room. Games were played on each of the machine's 5 settings, and the chess software was used to measure SCP-1875's estimated rating on the ELO system, which is a method used to calculate the relative skill of players, with a higher number being better.
Because it's always a win.
At the first setting, the machine exhibited a chess-playing ability that would be rated in the 800 to 1000
I'm guessing basic level
range, which would be the equivalent of someone who knew how to move the pieces correctly, but otherwise was laughably bad. The second setting produced a result closer to 1200, which would put it firmly in the novice category. The third setting improved the automaton's ability to anywhere between a 1200 and 2500 rating, which meant that it could perform like an amateur all the way up to a master level. The fourth setting, though, was where the machine became truly incredible and operated above a 2500 ELO rating.
Which is Grandmaster?
Level, it would play like a chess Grandmaster, and sometimes operated at a level higher than any human has ever been recorded.
And the last level?
The fifth and final setting was baffling, though. The machine would play erratically, sometimes at a level even higher than that measured on the fourth setting. But then
now
the
no
next
one's
game
moving.
would make nonsensical decisions or look like it was trying to lose, sometimes even making moves that were illegal. Multiple
that's what I'm saying. What? I'm confused. I don't think you... Okay.
Games were played at this setting, and the amount of illogical moves only increased. The pieces began to move faster and faster, and eventually they began to ram together until several were chipped.
Wow.
The testing was quickly halted after this, and further tests were suspended until a way to test without potentially damaging the pieces was found. Following this bizarre result, something even stranger happened.
Let me know what happened.
The test, an email was received by all members of the SCP-1875 email distribution list. The message, which appeared to come from a research analyst involved with 1875 research, consisted only of a single image, which has been classified as it is suspected of having dangerous memetic properties. Multiple members of staff opened the email, leading them to unintentionally view the attached image, and soon after reported numerous symptoms.
What happened? We got ad, but what happened? Is that actually... Ain't no, there's an SCP that sent the thing in all that. Ain't no way it's the SCP. Really, was it really the SCP or something that sent a message out? It could do that?
They would immediately begin feeling anxiety, followed by a headache and fever. 2 hours after viewing the image, they would begin feeling restless, unable to sleep, and hear auditory hallucinations. After 4 hours, visual hallucinations would begin as well. After 7 hours, while still awake, they'd be exhibiting less and less response to stimuli. After 11 hours, there would be only brief periods of lucidity, during which the afflicted person would appear to recover completely and immediately demand access to the computer on which they originally observed the image. After 12 hours, well, it only gets worse from there.
Okay.
SCP-1875
Wait, but what was in the image? You're not gonna show us the image?
Has been classified as Euclid. And
I was gonna say my thingy. Come on, man, you did too fast. I was saying Euclid too. 1, they have it on lockdown already in the facility. 2, it cannot move by itself. And 3, I don't know.
The most important aspect of its containment is that it never comes within transmission range of a wireless data network of any kind. To help ensure this, the anomaly is kept contained within a Faraday cage at all times, and a network security expert is always on site. During testing, the steam engine's speed is only to be placed on one of the first 4 settings, and never the 5th. This rule became necessary following a test at the 5th level, after which a laptop computer was introduced into the Faraday cage to see if new research material would be transferred onto the computer similar to how the memetic image appeared. It seems, though, that the laptop used was somehow infected and spread its virus to the entirety of the site's computer networks. All electronic communications with the facility were strictly forbidden by the O5 Council itself, which shows just how dangerous this could be. No electronic communications of any kind would be allowed until it can be determined just how SCP-1875 is transmitting its extremely dangerous memetic image, and how it can be prevented. In the future, should any staff come to unintentionally view or open an email that contains shachmate.exe, they are to immediately...
Maybe that don't get me. Of course. Of course.
No, I'm fine. Are we still recording? Yeah, no, I can take it from... Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob, and make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single anomaly as we delve further and further into the SCP Foundation's classified archives. I think, I'm going to go lie down.
That was a good video. I actually like that a lot. It was a very simple down SCP. I like it. It was pretty entertaining. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Go on to 5,000 subscribers. We almost 2K. Thanks to you guys. Hit that subscribe. Let me stop selling. I always say hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button too. It's supposed to be even more. Turn up notifications on the early game, which means you come in the comment section first. What brings me to the comment section. You go to me games play. Does not have to be a Roblox game. You can send me a video to react, but please link the video in the comment section. Be easy to find. Or you can be like, how you doing? We'll always try to pop back to you guys. And yeah, that's much is your boy Frame out.